Fishing shallow for big walleyes with aggressive cadences makes it sound almost as if this Devil's Lake ice bite is simply a matter of drilling, dunking, and ripping.
Look at that. Fish just growl at you.
Yet there's more to staying not only on the fish, but more importantly, ahead of them when it comes to moving the camp around.
Fishing these shallow walleyes like this, you can see we're catching these fish all day long. So to me, it's really important to keep your commotion down. Drill just the amount of holes that you need and let these fish roll through. But it seems like if you get a lot of activity or if a lot of people show up, the bite's done.
Just as the walleyes are showing us something different by breaking the normal fish deep routine for this time of year, Gary, Chase, Jason, Tom, and Trent are showing the walleyes a few different cadences.
There he is.
That they are also double checking visually on their electronics.
Oh no, he's hooked out of the hole. Come on, get out of there. Here he comes. Nice fish. That one was interesting because I was actually snapping that jig more that time, and that fish actually I never even saw it come in on the graph. I was just pounding a little bit and I started to snap it, and about the third time I snapped it, it came up and right at the end of the snap the jig never went back down. It was just slack line and he just inhaled it. Nice fish. That's awesome when they start getting fired up like that, coming up high off the bottom. This is cool.
The depth of this ice fishing bite is all in the technique as opposed to the water and open and shut case, where it's okay to be shallow.
Hey, I gotta admit, I feel right at home looking at this Lowrance Elite 5. Even though I'm on the ice, I'm used to using a unit exactly like this on the open water. And there's a few things that a unit like this gives you. The first thing is quite obvious. This is a combo unit. It has GPS and sonar all in one unit. The other things that you want to look for in a unit for ice fishing especially is things that are real time. I mean, you can pop that jig up real quickly off the bottom and everything's real time. When you lift the rod, that jig comes up, you can see it right now. Now also the feature that you take for granted when you're on the open water is the scrolling screen. But in ice fishing, it's really pretty cool because literally you don't have to keep your eyes glued on that screen all the time. If a fish comes in to where you'd be able to mark it, you're gonna be able to see that that fish had come in and actually leave, so you know it's really close because you can still see it on that scrolling screen and basically get that fish to come back in and entice it to bite. The most important feature though that I think with using a unit like this on the ice is you're able to watch your jig cadence. And what I mean by that is from day to day, these fish are gonna want something different in terms of action. Whether it's a quick pop off the bottom, a slow rise, it's gonna change. So when you're using a unit like this, it literally gives you the best of all worlds.
Leading information on tackle and techniques to make you a better fisherman. Presented by Mercury.
There are a number of factors that go into how well your boat's going to perform out on the water. You know, giving you performance like top end speed, handling, acceleration. And one of the most important factors in that equation is going to be your prop. Now, when people look at a prop, a lot of times they think about things like the pitch and how many blades you have on there, you know, things you can kind of see on the outside, and those are important things. But there are a lot more factors in a prop that give it better performance based on the type of boat you have. Things like the cupping that it has, the amount of surface area that are on those blades. Even things like the tube length is going to give you different lift characteristics. Those are confusing things, but there's something nice out on the internet that's going to take away all the confusion. Mercury has come up with a nice little online program to let you program in the characteristics of your boat and give you some suggestions for a really good prop. So let's go into my office and I'll show you this neat little online tool. All right. I've already brought up the Mercury Marine website. What I'm going to do is show you how easy it is to get an idea of which propeller you should put on your boat. So the first thing you're going to do from the home page here is go to the prop selector, And that's going to bring you up to this page that says there's 5 easy steps, and they are real easy. So here, get started now. First thing you're going to do is describe the kind of boat we're going to do. We're going to use that Targa 18 I had out there, so it's an aluminum console boat. It says, what kind of goal do you have? Acceleration, handling, top speed? We'll just say overall good performance right now. Go to the next one. Now we've got to kind of fill in what we've got. We've got a Mercury, we've got an outboard, 2012, one engine, and it's a 154 stroke. All right, so then this goes here. Now, I just like to use the length here. That's going to give you a real good idea, and that's an easy one just to look up for your boat. So we'll go to the next screen. It says, what is your boat length? The Targa 18, even though it says 18, is actually a 19-footer. So here we got 19 foot, and we'll do an update results. It's telling you to either use a Black Max, which is an aluminum prop, or an Inertia, which is a stainless steel prop, 19 pitch. So you can see it's a fairly easy process to quickly go through a few steps to find your boat, and it will give you a great idea of what's the best prop to perform on your boat.